And, Larry, I thank you. We are at the home of the Chargers for the next 4 years as you get a look at the StubHub Center here in the L.A. suburb of Carson. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, his first carry, he loses the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That one good for 10 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try to pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's at the 30. 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Sharif Floyd. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Corey Legion forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, gun.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
To throw, Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will stop right around the 25.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Lumbert. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Here we go. Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, party! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2-to-1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3-to-1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A second down throw for Rivers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 1st down, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll throw now on the final play. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly.
Halftime report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chargers have been sloppy, and that's why they're losing. The Raiders are taking what's given to them, and today that's a whole bunch of gifts in the form of turnovers. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now following the pick, the hurry throw would be picked off. Raiders take it back all the way for the score, as they take a 7-0 lead. Raiders on offense, first quarter winding down. The catch is made in double coverage, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. As they move out in front, 14-0. Now first and 10. Here we'll get a pass into the end zone, and that goes as a 50-yard touchdown. Raiders lead ballooning to 21. Chargers take it early in the second. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Raiders will come away with the football. After the pick, offense comes out now. The pass will be caught over the middle. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score as they continue to dominate. First and 10, Williams is going to make the catch in traffic, and he ends up at the 39-yard line before he's stopped on the play. A fumble later on the drive would lead to a turnover. Now waiting seconds of the half. Here the catch is made way downfield, and he'll be tackled at the 11-yard line. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to lay one, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Navarro Bowman in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Clean! Over! No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, what a move. Room here to run. 30. And he cuts it back right, and he's that all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together at all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. 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 Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 12 more yards there and another first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Going for it all. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Leopard, Detroit! Here we go now. 319. 599 Philly. No. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Blue line. Over. Here we go now. Blue line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Now Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 47-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now Rivers, and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No, check, Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
No, check, Patriot. Gun. Here we go. Watching that, Marty. Leopard.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Gun. Over. Detroit. No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Shakes off the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Here we go now. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Watching that, Marty. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a front handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, Rivers again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One last shot now for Rivers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month.